Anybody who wants to do seeding, this is my setup that I created. No kidding. So I got this. Look, I hung up my lights and I jimmy rigged it with some zip ties. And the lights are pretty dope. So I got them hanging. They're all plugged in. I got my heat mat. And then this, I bought like $6 for a packet of 4. And they're just insulators. And I got it on my shelf. I'm not sure about the wood. Normally you would want to do like a metal. But I don't know, we're going to see if it burns it or not. I might put something underneath it. Like here I got cardboard, but that might be a fire hazard. So I probably am going to buy a fire blanket just in case I have any electrical issues or anything. But yeah, I jimmy rigged it all here. I ran out of zip ties, so I had to use extra like shoelaces or string just to keep it up. This is your po mama is rich, okay? Po mama is jimmy rigging stuff because that's what you do. And then I can close it, so I can just tape it up here, right? So that's what I got. And then the bottom one I'm not done yet. And then I got my little tins. This is the lid, which is nice because these came with the mat. It came with a set of 4. So it came with the lids, came with these little guys, so you could actually like close it if you want. And then let me show you what I did for the soil. What I want to mention too is it actually came with a temperature gauge as well. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Yeah, so it has Fahrenheit and Celsius on here. So that actually came with both of the mats. Both the mats I found on Amazon for, I think, what, $35 or something. And it literally came with everything I needed. 4 of the containers, which really I only fit about 3 on the mats and not 4. I don't know if they're expecting you to put them sideways, but then they're not going to be all the way on the mat. So just FYI, when you buy it, it's only going to fit 3 and not 4, unless you're squeezing them in. But I wanted to make sure they're directly under the lights. If you want to put your lights lower, you can, and then raise them up as they get bigger. But you're definitely going to want to keep them in this like little container here and have the lid over it to keep them warm. And the heat mats are very important, especially if you're doing it indoors. So, okay, and then this is my soil. So I did not buy it like this. I actually had to mix it together. So I got the vermicular, I got the brown stuff, which is moss, and then so what I did, I basically, because all I had was this container, and then I had 2 large boxes, and I literally dumped the entire package of all of them. I had 2 of the moss and then 1 of the each other containers. I'll write it down in the link below. I have my containers. I had to wash all of them before. When you buy them, they're gonna have this like filmy stuff on it, so you want to make sure you wash it. I honestly just used Dawn dish soap, but you're gonna want to wash both these and the green containers and the lids. And then it also comes with these, like this little shovel, and then it has this so you can like poke the soil and then put your seed. And then it also came with like a little shovel. Honestly, I have no idea what this thing is, but it came with like a little shovel, I guess. And then it also came with these tags, so you can fill those out. Probably use like, I don't know, not a permanent marker, because you're gonna want to reuse those, and they are plastic, so you can reuse them. But before you do that, you're gonna make sure you want to wet your soil before you put it in your containers for your seeds, because you want to make sure when you put your seeds in, the soil is moist. The nice thing is with this one, it has a drip pan, so it's not going to get overly watered. If you do overly water, you're going to want to make sure you empty this container and kind of let it breathe a little. And then also, the nice thing is it's got the holes in the bottom so it don't get root rot, and the roots can grow out of the little holes, along with obviously the water coming out too. So, but yeah, I'm gonna put some water in this container, moisten my soil, and then I'm gonna put them in the pods. here, and then we're gonna put the seedlings in. Let me show you which seeds I got. Well, as you can tell, I got summer squash, which is gonna be later in the season. I got some basil. The basil's good because it's going to keep the pests away, and I'm going to plant it literally directly next to my tomatoes. I'm going to do a cherry tomato hybrid, see how that works out. And then I also got some eggplant. This is yearly long purple eggplant, and I try to go with organic seeds. If they're not organic, I mean, it's food, okay? You're making food for yourself, but it also tells you the different regions, when to plant it. So it does say that February and March is a good time to plant them. But we've been having a lot of rain here in my region, so I'm not ready to plant quite yet. I'm just going to get them started indoors. And then I also have my cucumbers. These ones hopefully are going to work, because the last time I tried to do cucumbers, they were very bitter. So I'm going to try to plant more basil and stuff around it, so, and then not let them go too long. And then I also have the zinnias. The zinnias are going to bring the bees, but also keep away the bugs. So these are pollinators. You need pollinator plants inside of your garden if you're going to do it. And then I got more zinnias. And then I also got marigolds. And I have a couple different kinds of zinnias. No, I got two different, same kinds of zinnias, marigolds. And then also I'm doing something local to my area, California poppies. So I got 3 different kinds of poppies that I'm going to do. And these are just going to be mainly for the bees and decoration, because they're pretty. And I like them. And then the marigolds as well. Okay, let's take a look. So I've had these little babies sitting in here for a couple days. I put the seeds in, all that jazz. And I even labeled the little... So these are my cucumbers. They're coming up. And then I also have my little Marys aren't doing so great. She's not germinating, so I'm trying to give her more lighting. So once they start to pop out like this, so as you notice, literally a couple days later, you could see that it's got the seeds still attached to the cucumbers, and not all of them are sprouting. I got like a little one there, a little one there. My zinnia is popping out, as you can tell. There's one of them coming up. I watered them this morning, and I wanted to air them out a little bit. I also got these like little mini fans. So just once the rest of them start sprouting here, I'm probably going to turn on the mini fan just to get some airflow. And then I also have more cucumbers down here that popped out. If you notice the yellow, that's probably because I overwatered it. I did do a bottom water this morning, and she's sucked up quite a bit of water. This is my tomatoes. My tomatoes are not germinating yet. It takes about 5 to 10 days for tomatoes. These zinnias, look at these puppies. So they're reaching for the light. This is an indication that the light is not low enough. So my lights here are higher. I can actually move it over a little bit. So if they're small and skinny like this, it's probably because the light's not low enough. But I'm not lowering it because then I need to do more zip ties. So this is what I got so far growing. I am going to do the bottom shelf, but I'm probably going to wait till later season for those. But I just wanted to show you it's super easy. The mats work great. They don't get too hot. It hasn't burned. So that's working out real well. And this is literally my first time ever doing this. So if I can do it, you guys can do it too. Poor mama's rich, but you know what? I'm rich at life. And look I'm going to have food for days. And some beautiful flowers. Love it. All right. Wait for the next one. We'll see how it sprouts even more.